This is a wrestling story. I coached wrestling for lots of years, and this one kid really stands out. His name was Mike. Last name starts with a C, and just we we had a amazing group of athletes that year, and he was a really good athlete. I mean, really good athlete, and he weighed like around 165 pounds, and but we had a really good wrestler at 164, and he ended up being a champion. The next guy was a really good wrestler and um, JV, and they ended up meeting in the finals. My varsity guy ended up wrestling against our JV guy in the finals. Our JV guy um, beat the number one seed. Actually, our varsity guy lost one match during the season to this kid from Cedar, and our JV guy met him first round and pinned him. And anyways, our varsity and JV met in the finals, and our varsity guy won. And at 175, we had a really good wrestler, Richie, and um, he ended up taking, just barely lost, took second. And then our 194 guy, and Richie I think was undefeated, and then but he lost to a kid he didn't wrestle during the year. And our 194 Howie was undefeated. Um, Anyways, so we had this third kid around 164, and I made sure he made weight at 164 four times, and then he was over 164 the other four times. So then he qualified for 164, 175, and even 194. And so I told him at the end of the season, we'll look it over and we'll decide. Ultimately, it'll be your decision. Which weight class you want to wrestle at. As like a JV extra guy getting in. And he said, all right. And so comes the end of the season, and we're like, well, 164 is kind of full. I mean, we've got two guys there, and he's like, yeah, I don't want to go 164, and he couldn't. He couldn't beat our varsity guy. And then 175, our guy, he's like, I don't know, 194 is like, I'll go 194. So he is basically wrestling guy is 30 pounds heavier than him. And so we get to the tournament, and our varsity guy got seeded against this other school's JV guy, and our JV guy, Mike, got seeded against the other school's varsity guy. So it's like our best guy against their JV guy, and their best guy against our JV guy. And their JV guy beat our undefeated guy, surprised us and beat him. And so it's Mike going against their varsity guy, who ended up, I'm pretty sure the kid ended up playing professional football. I mean, this guy was a beast of a kid, and I can't remember his name, but he was a beast. And Mike got out there and did a takedown and put him right to his back. Got like a 5-point lead, and made it through the second round. He's up like 8-2 or something like that. Got the third round, and he made a mistake, and the guy got him on his back. And this guy's like 30 pounds heavier than Mike, and he's trying to pin him. And Mike, every day at practice, we would practice bridging, and Mike bridged out that whole minute. Like for a minute, he just bridged out and won the match. And it was just so exciting for that he won. And then he won his next match, and he gets to the finals against the other school's JV guys. So it's both our schools, JV guys, against each other, and you could hear the coach is like attack his leg, shoot, shoot, and we would practice this move called the pancake, and it's where you kind of stand there and you let them attack your leg, and you just kind of come under it, if their head's on the side, just hook the arm and just the head, and basically just swing like a baseball bat, just kind of like step back and just swing hard. And I saw Mike when the coach yelled, and he just kind of stuck his leg out there a little, and he just kind of made a fist and brought it back here, kind of like go for it, attack my leg, and the kid shot, and Mike just stepped back and just swung hard and flipped the kid over onto his back and pinned him. And I couldn't believe it. I mean, I just saw stars. I jumped and slapped the varsity high school coach. He was my assistant coach. Just 5-starred him on the back, and it was a run of, we had several champions. But anyways, super cool for a kid to be third string at 164 to go up to 194 and be a champion. It just showed a lot of courage. Just really, really proud of him. It just sticks in my head. That was just real fun to be a part of. Anyways.